Before you begin listening to this book, we kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel. Your support enables us to continue uploading more books for avid readers. In metaphysical terms, consciousness is often seen as a key to unlocking the mysteries of time and space. If consciousness is not merely a byproduct of the brain, but a fundamental part of the universe itself, as some theories suggest, then our perception of time and space could be deeply interconnected with the fabric of reality. What we see, feel, and experience may be far more than just passive observation. It may be an active participation in the creation of reality. Time, space, and perception are not isolated concepts. They are interwoven, fluid, and inseparable from our consciousness. As we explore the nature of these dimensions, we begin to see that the reality we experience is not as fixed or objective as it seems. Instead, it is a dynamic interplay between our minds and the universe, a mystery that invites us to reconsider everything we think we know about the world around us. Part 2. Metaphysics in the Mind chapter. 4. Consciousness and the Self. What is consciousness? It's one of the most profound and elusive questions in both philosophy and science. We experience consciousness every day. It's the awareness we have of ourselves, our thoughts, and the world around us. Yet, despite its ubiquity in human experience, we still struggle to fully understand what it is or how it arises. Is consciousness merely the result of brain activity, or is it something more fundamental, a force that transcends the physical? World consciousness can be thought of as the internal experience of awareness, the ability to reflect on one's own thoughts and emotions. But understanding the nature of consciousness leads to a deeper question. What is the self? Who or what is the I that experiences consciousness? Various theories of selfhood have emerged throughout history to try to answer this question. The ego, as described by Sigmund Freud, is the part of the self that interacts with the world, shaped by our desires, memories, and perceptions. In this view, the ego is a product of the material brain, responding to external stimuli and managing internal desires. Freud's model positions the ego as the central identity, but also one that is driven by unconscious forces. However, many metaphysical traditions offer a broader view of the self. The higher self, often discussed in spiritual teachings, represents a deeper, transcendent aspect of the individual, an eternal, unchanging essence that exists beyond the ego. The higher self is often considered the true, unblemished aspect of who we are, untainted by the fluctuations of daily life. Connecting with the higher self is believed to provide greater insight, inner peace, and alignment with one's true purpose. In addition to these individual perspectives, there's the concept of the collective unconscious, introduced by Carl Jung. Jung proposed that beneath our personal unconscious lies a universal layer of shared experiences, symbols, and archetypes that all humans have access to. The collective unconscious shapes our thoughts and behaviors in ways that go beyond the individual. According to Jung, our personal identity is not just the sum of our individual experiences, but is also influenced by the deeper, collective memory of humanity. These theories of selfhood challenge our understanding of who we are, and suggest that consciousness is more than a solitary experience. It's connected to something larger, something that transcends the individual mind. One of the most fascinating aspects of consciousness comes from accounts of near-death experiences, NDEs. People who have had NDEs often report profound transformative experiences, feeling a sense of detachment from the body, moving through a tunnel toward a bright light, or encountering a feeling of unconditional love. These experiences raise important metaphysical questions about the nature of consciousness and the self. Are these experiences a mere hallucination, or do they suggest that consciousness can exist apart from the physical body? Many NDE accounts describe a sense of connectedness and unity with the universe, offering tantalizing glimpses of a reality beyond the material world. The metaphysical implications of NDEs challenge our understanding of the self and consciousness, suggesting that perhaps the true nature of the self is not confined to the body or brain. Could it be that consciousness is a fundamental, universal aspect of existence? As we explore these mysteries, we come closer to unraveling the profound connection between consciousness, the self, and the cosmos itself. Chapter 5. Thoughts, Beliefs, and Manifestation. One of the most fascinating ideas in metaphysics is the notion that our thoughts and beliefs can shape our reality. This concept is central to the law of attraction, which suggests that we can manifest the circumstances and experiences we desire by focusing our thoughts and intentions on them. According to this idea, like attracts like. Positive thoughts bring positive experiences, while negative thoughts invite challenges. While this may sound like wishful thinking to some, metaphysical traditions and even modern science have explored the deep connection between the mind and the world we experience. The law of attraction operates on the premise that everything in the universe is made up of energy, and our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs emit their own vibrational frequencies. When we focus our energy on what we want, whether it's health, wealth, or happiness, we align our energy with those desires, attracting them into our lives. This idea connects directly to metaphysical views of the mind as an active participant in the creation of reality. It's not just that our perceptions shape how we experience the world. Our intentions and desires have the potential to bring about change in the physical world. One of the most compelling examples of the power of belief is the placebo effect. In medical studies, patients who are given a treatment that has no therapeutic effect, such as a sugar pill, can experience real improvements in their condition simply because they believe the treatment will work. This phenomenon suggests that belief alone can trigger profound physical changes in the body. If the mind can influence the body's healing processes, it follows that belief can influence other aspects of reality as well, from our emotional state to our interactions with the world. Our beliefs are powerful because they shape not only how we perceive the world, but also how we act within it. However, it's important to recognize that many of our beliefs are subconscious, deeply ingrained patterns that operate beneath our conscious awareness. These subconscious beliefs, formed in childhood or through past experiences, can have a profound impact on our lives, often limiting us in ways we don't realize. While conscious thoughts can guide our actions and intentions, subconscious programming can either support or undermine those efforts. Understanding the interplay between conscious and subconscious programming is essential for anyone looking to create lasting change. By becoming aware of and addressing limiting beliefs stored in the subconscious mind, we can align our deeper programming with our conscious desires. Techniques like meditation, affirmations, and visualization are powerful tools for rewiring the subconscious, allowing us to break free from negative thought patterns and create the reality we truly desire. In the end, the metaphysical connection between thoughts, beliefs, and manifestation reminds us that we are not passive observers of the world. We are active creators, capable of shaping our experiences through the power of the mind. When we understand this connection, we begin to unlock the profound potential we have to transform our lives. Chapter 6. Dreams, Intuition, and Higher Awareness. Dreams have fascinated humans for millennia. Across cultures and traditions, they've been seen as windows into alternate realities, messages from the divine, or even glimpses into the future. But from a metaphysical perspective, are dreams simply products of our subconscious mind? Or could they be something much more profound? Many metaphysical teachings propose that dreams are not merely random brain activity, but represent access to parallel dimensions or alternate states of consciousness. In this view, dreams are alternate realities where the soul can travel freely, experiencing other aspects of existence. The boundaries between time and space blur, and the waking world fades as we navigate this dreamscape. Some even suggest that we might encounter past lives, communicate with otherworldly entities, or gain insights that transcend ordinary waking awareness. But how does this relate to the broader understanding of consciousness? Dreams could be seen as a bridge to higher states of awareness, offering us direct access to metaphysical realms. Whether they carry symbolic meaning, as Jung suggested, or are actual portals to other worlds, they highlight the mind's ability to transcend physical limitations. By exploring our dreams, we might uncover deeper truths about ourselves and the universe. Intuition also plays a significant role in metaphysical exploration. Often described as a gut feeling or inner knowing, intuition is the ability to perceive knowledge without the need for logical reasoning or external evidence. It's a form of wisdom that seems to come from somewhere beyond our conscious mind, sometimes guiding us in ways that seem inexplicable. For many, intuition serves as a tool for navigating life, offering insights and clarity that logic cannot provide. In metaphysical terms, intuition is often seen as a form of higher consciousness, a direct connection to the universal mind, the source of all wisdom. The role of intuition in our lives is profound. It's not just a hunch. It's often the quiet voice of our higher selves or the universe, guiding us toward the right path, whether it's sensing danger, making key life decisions, or connecting. With deeper truths, intuition helps us access knowledge and insights that are beyond the ordinary scope of reason and understanding. Alongside dreams and intuition are mystical experiences, moments of spiritual awakening or deep connection with the divine. These experiences can range from profound moments of clarity and peace to intense visions or encounters with higher beings. Many spiritual traditions describe these as moments when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds thins, allowing individuals to access higher planes of consciousness. These experiences often result in a lasting transformation, shifting how individuals perceive reality, their purpose, and their connection to the universe. Dreams, intuition, and mystical experiences are interconnected facets of the metaphysical landscape, revealing the depths of human consciousness. They remind us that reality is not limited to what we can see and touch, but is a vast, mysterious web of interwoven energies and truths waiting to be explored. By tuning into these higher states of awareness, we open ourselves to new dimensions of possibility, insight, and understanding. Part 3. The Universe and Its Hidden Laws. Chapter 7. Energy, vibration, and frequency. At the heart of the universe lies a fundamental truth. Everything is energy. This idea is not just philosophical, it's a core principle of modern physics. Quantum theory reveals that the entire material world, from the smallest particle to the largest galaxy, is made up of energy vibrating at different frequencies. This concept suggests that our reality is a vibrational construct, where everything, including ourselves, is constantly in motion at a subatomic level. The idea that everything is energy is central to metaphysics, as it implies that what we perceive as solid matter is in reality a collection of vibrating particles. Our thoughts, emotions, and even our consciousness are all forms of energy that interact with the world around us. This understanding invites us to look beyond the physical and recognize that our experience of reality is shaped by the vibrational frequency we align with. If we want to shift our circumstances, it may not be about changing our physical environment, but about adjusting our own vibrational frequency to match the reality we wish to experience. One fascinating aspect of this vibrational reality is the Schumann resonance, a natural electromagnetic frequency that is often referred to as the heartbeat of the Earth. This resonance, which occurs at around 783 Hz, is believed to have profound effects on human consciousness. Some studies suggest that when humans are in sync with this frequency, they experience a sense of well-being, increased mental clarity, and enhanced intuition. It's as though the Earth itself is broadcasting a frequency that aligns with our natural state of being. When we are in tune with it, we feel more connected to the planet and to the universe at large. In metaphysical terms, this concept extends into the realm of sound and light, two of the most direct expressions of energy. Everything in the universe emits vibrations, but sound and light are the most accessible to our senses. Sound waves, for example, carry energy that can influence our emotions and physical state, which is why music has such a profound effect on the human psyche. Certain frequencies are said to promote healing, relaxation, or even spiritual awakening. Similarly, light, with its own spectrum of frequencies, shapes our experience of the world, from the way we perceive colors to its physiological effects on our bodies, like regulating our circadian rhythms. At the deepest level, the universe is a vast interconnected web of energy, vibration, and frequency. This understanding reveals that we are not separate from the cosmos, but integral parts of it, constantly interacting with the energies around us. By becoming more attuned to these frequencies, whether through meditation, sound healing, or simply being present in nature, we can align ourselves with the flow of the universe and unlock deeper layers of consciousness. As we do, we begin to understand the hidden laws that govern our existence and how they shape not just the universe, but our very experience of reality. Chapter 8. The Akashic Records and Universal Memory. The idea of a cosmic database, a universal repository of knowledge and experience, has fascinated mystics, spiritual seekers, and scholars for centuries. Known as the Akashic Records, this metaphysical concept suggests that every thought, word, action, and event in the history of the universe is stored in an energetic field or record. This record transcends time and space, existing beyond our physical realm. It's believed that the Akashic Records hold not only the history of our world, but also the potential for all future events, offering a complete blueprint of existence. The theory behind the Akashic Records proposes that all individuals across all lifetimes are connected to this universal database. Every soul carries its own imprint, a unique record of its journey throughout time. Whether one believes in it or not, the Akashic Records provide an intriguing lens through which we can explore the depths of consciousness and existence. If accessed, these records could offer profound insights into our personal and collective evolution, revealing the interconnectedness of all beings and events. One of the most compelling ideas connected to the Akashic Records is reincarnation, the belief that the soul undergoes a series of lifetimes, each providing unique lessons and experiences. Many proponents of reincarnation believe that past lives are not merely spiritual stories, but real events stored in the Akashic Records. According to this view, accessing these records allows individuals to uncover past life memories, gain clarity on unresolved karmic patterns, and deepen their understanding of their current life's purpose. The evidence for reincarnation is largely anecdotal, often arising from children who remember past life experiences or from individuals undergoing past life regression therapy. Though not universally accepted in the scientific community, many believe these experiences point to a deeper, metaphysical truth, that the soul is eternal and continues to learn, grow, and evolve over multiple lifetimes. Whether through vivid dreams, spontaneous recollections, or hypnosis, people have claimed to access knowledge about their past lives that has helped them better understand their current challenges and relationships. Accessing the Akashic Records or engaging in spiritual practices designed to tap into universal memory can radically alter our perception of reality. The idea that we are more than just our present selves, spiritual beings with a history and a future, can change the way we approach our lives. It can encourage a more holistic understanding of the world, where we see our actions and choices as part of a greater, interconnected story. It can also shift our relationship with time, offering a sense of timelessness, where past, present, and future coexist. By connecting with this universal memory, we are invited to see ourselves not just as isolated individuals, but as integral, parts of an eternal process. We are all participants in the grand tapestry of existence, with each thread contributing to the larger story of the universe. The Akashic Records remind us that there is so much more to reality than meets the eye, a hidden world of infinite wisdom waiting to be explored. Accessing this knowledge can lead to profound personal transformation, spiritual awakening, and a deeper understanding of the mysteries of existence. Chapter 9. Free Will versus Destiny. The debate between free will and destiny has captured the human imagination for millennia. Are we the masters of our own fate, or are we simply following a preordained path guided by forces beyond our control? This paradox sits at the heart of metaphysical inquiry as we grapple with the tension between our desire for autonomy and the seeming inevitability of life's events. On one hand, free will suggests that we have the power to make choices independent of any outside influence. We can change the course of our lives with our decisions, and we are responsible for the consequences of those choices. This belief in personal autonomy is fundamental to many spiritual and philosophical systems, where individuals are encouraged to take control of their lives, strive for self-empowerment, and create their own destiny. On the other hand, destiny proposes that certain aspects of our lives are already written in the stars, predestined by cosmic laws, fate, or even the collective unconscious. In this view, there are events that occur regardless of our choices, suggesting that our actions may be guided by forces beyond our comprehension. This idea often ties into religious or spiritual beliefs, where destiny is seen as the unfolding of a divine plan or a karmic cycle that we cannot escape. A key concept in understanding the balance between free will and destiny is karma, a metaphysical mechanism that underlies the law of cause and effect. In karmic philosophy, every action, whether good or bad, creates an energetic imprint that affects our future experiences. The idea is that we are not entirely free in our choices, as our past actions, whether from this life or previous ones, influence the decisions we face today. In this sense, karma suggests that our lives are a mix of free will and destiny, where our choices are shaped by the lessons we've learned in the past. However, this also means that we have the power to change our future by consciously aligning our actions with positive intentions. Another intriguing metaphysical framework that connects to the free will versus destiny debate is the many worlds theory. This theory, popular in quantum mechanics and modern physics, proposes that all possible outcomes of a decision or event actually occur, but in separate, parallel realities. In essence, every time we make a choice, the universe splits, creating a new timeline where each possibility plays out. This suggests that while we may feel as though we are bound by fate, there are countless versions of ourselves, each living out different decisions in parallel universes. If this is true, then the paradox of free will and destiny could be resolved by the understanding that both are true. Every choice we make creates a new reality where different versions of ourselves experience different outcomes. The idea of parallel realities and multiple timelines invites us to consider the fluidity of existence. It suggests that while we may feel constrained by fate in this reality, there are infinite possibilities unfolding simultaneously, allowing us to explore different paths in alternate worlds. Whether we are creating our reality through free will or following a path set by destiny, we are always part of an evolving cosmic dance that transcends time and space. In the end, the relationship between free will and destiny is not a simple either-or proposition. It's a dynamic interplay, where both forces shape our lives in profound ways. By understanding the metaphysical mechanics behind karma, the many worlds theory, and the paradox of fate and choice, we can begin to see that we are not merely passive recipients of destiny, but active participants in the creation of our own reality, both here and across countless parallel worlds. Part 4. Metaphysics in Science, Religion, and Society. Chapter 10. Science and the Mystical Realm. Science, once seen as the domain of cold, hard facts, has increasingly ventured into the realm of the mystical, challenging our perceptions of reality. In particular, quantum physics has opened up a vast landscape where the boundaries between science and metaphysics blur, offering startling insights that echo ancient spiritual teachings. As the foundation of modern physics, quantum mechanics reveals a world that is far stranger and more mysterious than we ever imagined, one that seems to align more closely with metaphysical concepts of interconnectedness, consciousness, and the nature of existence itself. At the core of quantum physics is the idea that the observer plays a central role in shaping reality. This insight is perhaps best illustrated by the double-slit experiment, which has confounded physicists for decades. In this experiment, particles, such as electrons, are fired through two slits in a barrier, and when they are observed, they behave as particles, creating a pattern of two distinct bands on a screen. However, when the same particles are not observed, they behave as waves, creating an interference pattern. The question that arises from this observation is profound. How can particles exist in a state of both waves and particles, depending on whether they are observed? This suggests that consciousness, the act of observation, has a direct influence on the fabric of reality itself. In metaphysical terms, This could imply that the universe is not a fixed, deterministic system, but a fluid, dynamic reality that is shaped by our perceptions and interactions with it. It resonates with the age-old mystical idea that the universe is a reflection of consciousness, and our awareness plays a crucial role in manifesting what we perceive as real. In essence, observer consciousness could be the bridge between the material world and the unseen metaphysical forces that govern it. The observer does not merely witness reality. The observer actively participates in its creation. The idea that consciousness is at the center of reality is also central to the increasingly popular theory of a simulation, the notion that our entire universe might be a computer-generated simulation. Simulation theory, first proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom, posits that future civilizations may have the computational power to simulate entire universes, and we may be living in one of those simulations. While this idea was once confined to science fiction, it has gained traction in both philosophical and scientific circles, especially in light of developments in quantum physics. If our universe is indeed a simulation, it raises a profound metaphysical question: who or what is the programmer behind our reality, and how much control do we really have over the world we experience? Simulation theory pushes the limits of our understanding of reality, suggesting that the boundaries between what we perceive as real and the metaphysical may be far less distinct than we imagine. In this view, the mystical idea of an interconnected, purposeful universe governed by unseen laws takes on new meaning. Our perceptions may not be mere reflections of an external physical reality, but part of a grand, conscious design. The convergence of quantum physics, consciousness, and simulation theory highlights an exciting intersection between science and metaphysics. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the quantum world, we find ourselves facing questions that were once reserved for philosophers and mystics. Are we living in a universe that is conscious of itself, shaped by our thoughts and observations? Are we part of a greater cosmic program, playing our roles in a universe that is not only physical, but also metaphysical in nature? In many ways, the insights of modern science are beginning to validate what ancient spiritual traditions have long suggested, that the universe is a conscious, interconnected web of energy, and we are active participants in the creation of reality. The merging of science and mysticism offers the potential for a deeper, more holistic understanding of our place in the cosmos, one that invites us to explore the boundaries of both the known and the unknown. Chapter 11. Metaphysics in Religion and Spirituality. Metaphysics, though often associated with abstract philosophy and scientific inquiry, is deeply woven into the fabric of religion and spirituality. Across different cultures and belief systems, metaphysical themes, such as the nature of the divine, the interconnectedness of all things, and the existence of higher realms have been explored for centuries. These themes not only shape the doctrines and practices of world religions, but also provide a framework through which individuals experience and understand their spiritual journey. One of the most common metaphysical themes across world religions is the belief in an invisible, transcendent reality that exists beyond the physical world. Whether called God, the divine, the absolute, or the Tao, this ultimate reality is seen as the source and sustainer of all that exists. For instance, in Christianity, God is the creator, existing both immanently within creation and transcendent to it. In Hinduism, the concept of Brahman embodies an all-encompassing, unchanging reality that underlies the material world. Similarly, in Buddhism, the realization of emptiness, shunyata, reveals the illusory nature of the self and all things, leading to enlightenment. In each case, these religious philosophies point to a metaphysical reality that cannot be fully grasped by the senses, yet is the foundation of all existence. The role of meditation and prayer in these traditions serves as a powerful means of connecting with this higher metaphysical reality. Practices like meditation and prayer allow individuals to quiet their minds and attune their consciousness to subtle, often unseen dimensions of existence. In many spiritual traditions, these practices are believed to shift the practitioner's reality by altering their awareness and perception. Through meditation, Buddhists aim to dissolve the illusory self and experience oneness with all of existence. In Christianity, prayer is seen as a means of opening oneself to the will of God, receiving divine guidance and shifting one's own inner state. In both cases, these practices are metaphysical in nature, offering a gateway to experiencing a deeper, more expansive reality. Mysticism plays a crucial role in many spiritual traditions, offering direct experiences of the divine or the ultimate truth. Mystics, both ancient and modern, speak of encounters with transcendent realms or moments of profound insight that defy conventional understanding. In these experiences, individuals may sense unity with the universe, receive divine revelations, or experience profound peace. These mystical experiences often serve as a catalyst for spiritual awakening, guiding individuals toward a deeper understanding of the nature of existence and their place within it. Whether through the ecstatic visions of Sufi mystics, the contemplative experiences of Christian saints, or the enlightened realizations of Hindu yogis, mysticism has long been a metaphysical exploration of the divine. The metaphysical dimensions of religion and spirituality reveal that the inner and outer worlds are inextricably linked. Belief systems that explore the nature of reality and consciousness provide a framework for understanding how our perceptions and experiences shape our connection to the universe. In many ways, these spiritual practices offer a form of metaphysical technology that allows us to shift our awareness, heal, and tap into a higher level of reality. The common thread running through all these traditions is the understanding that there is more to reality than meets the eye, and that through conscious effort and spiritual practice, we can uncover these hidden dimensions. Ultimately, the relationship between metaphysics and religion is one of mutual exploration, where ancient wisdom and modern understanding intersect, offering rich insights into the mysteries of the universe. Through religious practices and spiritual experiences, individuals can access deeper layers of truth that transcend material existence, experiencing firsthand the metaphysical forces that shape our world. Chapter 12. Metaphysics in Psychology and Personal Growth. Psychology, particularly the work of Carl Jung, offers profound metaphysical insights into the nature of the self and the unconscious mind. Jung's exploration of the psyche as a complex, multidimensional system aligns closely with metaphysical ideas about consciousness and existence. His model of the psyche includes the conscious mind, the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious, which houses shared symbols and archetypes common to all humans. These archetypes are universal metaphysical patterns that influence our thoughts, behaviors, and perceptions, often guiding us toward greater self-awareness and spiritual awakening. A key aspect of Jungian psychology is the concept of the shadow, which represents the unconscious aspects of the self that we often reject or suppress. The shadow contains the parts of us that we find undesirable or uncomfortable, such as our fears, insecurities, or unexpressed desires. However, embracing and integrating the shadow can lead to profound personal growth and transformation. This process of shadow work is deeply metaphysical, as it involves bringing unconscious material into conscious awareness and accepting the full spectrum of our being. By facing and integrating the shadow, individuals can experience a greater sense of wholeness, unlocking their potential and expanding their consciousness. Incorporating metaphysical principles into personal growth practices can enhance our ability to understand and transform ourselves. Techniques such as meditation, visualization, affirmations, and energy healing align with metaphysical concepts of consciousness and reality creation. These practices aim to shift our perception, heal past traumas, and bring our thoughts, emotions, and actions into alignment with our higher self, or divine essence. They also emphasize the idea that the mind and body are interconnected, and through focused intention and self-awareness, we can influence both our internal world and external circumstances. Metaphysical self-improvement techniques draw upon the understanding that we are not merely physical beings, but spiritual and energetic entities. As we become more aware of the metaphysical forces shaping our reality, we gain the tools to consciously create our lives. By connecting with the deeper layers of our psyche and the universal energies that govern existence, we unlock the power to transform ourselves on a profound level. This integration of metaphysical insights into psychology and personal growth offers a holistic approach to self-improvement, merging the mind, body, and spirit into a unified whole. Part 5. Practical Applications of Metaphysics. Chapter 13. Energy Healing and Mind-Body Medicine. Energy healing practices, such as Reiki and Qigong, have gained recognition for their ability to facilitate healing by balancing the flow of energy within the body. These metaphysical healing methods are rooted in the belief that the human body is not just a physical organism, but also an energetic system. Reiki, a Japanese healing art, involves the practitioner channeling universal life, energy to the patient, promoting relaxation, stress reduction, and emotional healing. Similarly, Qigong, an ancient Chinese practice, involves movements, breath control, and meditation to cultivate and balance qi, or life force energy, within the body. Both practices recognize that when the flow of energy is disrupted or blocked, illness or discomfort can manifest, and healing occurs when this energy is restored to its natural flow. Affirmations and visualization are also powerful metaphysical tools for promoting healing and transformation. By repeating positive affirmations or vividly imagining a desired outcome, individuals tap into the subconscious mind, influencing thoughts, emotions, and even physical health. The process of visualization is particularly effective in aligning the mind with the body's healing potential. Athletes use this technique to visualize success, while individuals facing illness may use it to envision their body's healing. These practices, rooted in metaphysical principles, have shown to positively impact mental and physical well-being by shifting consciousness and empowering the mind to affect the body. The science behind meditation and energy healing continues to unfold, with numerous studies supporting their effectiveness in promoting relaxation, reducing stress, and enhancing overall health. Meditation, for example, has been shown to reduce the body's production of stress hormones, lower blood pressure, and improve immune function. The practice of meditation aligns the mind with a state of balance and calm, allowing the body to heal naturally. Recent research into neuroplasticity suggests that regular meditation can even reshape the brain, improving cognitive function and emotional regulation. These findings confirm what metaphysical healing practices have long advocated, that the mind and body are deeply interconnected, and healing is not just a physical process, but a metaphysical one. Incorporating energy healing practices and mind-body medicine into daily life offers a holistic approach to wellness, acknowledging the profound connection between our physical, emotional, and energetic states. As we deepen our understanding of metaphysics and its role in healing, we open ourselves to the transformative potential of these ancient and modern practices. Chapter 14. Metaphysical Tools for Transformation. Metaphysical tools such as crystals, tarot, and divination have long been used to unlock hidden truths, gain insight, and facilitate personal transformation. While these tools often spark debate regarding their legitimacy, many believe in their power to connect with deeper levels of consciousness. Crystals, for example, are thought to carry unique energetic frequencies that can influence our own energy field. Amethyst may help with spiritual clarity, while rose quartz is said to promote love and compassion. Skeptics may argue that these effects are purely placebo, but for many, the experience is real, reinforcing the idea that intention and belief can have a profound impact on our reality. Similarly, tarot cards and other forms of divination, like runes or pendulums, serve as a mirror to the subconscious mind. By drawing cards or symbols, individuals tap into the archetypal energies that shape their lives. While some view tarot as a form of mystical guidance, others argue that it functions more as a tool for introspection and self-awareness. The very act of contemplating the symbols and their meanings allows individuals to access hidden knowledge, empowering them to make more informed decisions and shift their life's trajectory. Manifestation techniques are another cornerstone of metaphysical practice. The idea is simple yet powerful. By aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions with a desired outcome, we can bring that outcome into reality. Practices like vision boards, affirmations, and guided meditation help individuals visualize and focus their intentions. This process is based on the law of attraction, which suggests that like attracts like, meaning our thoughts and feelings attract corresponding experiences. By cultivating a mindset of abundance, health, or success, we align ourselves with those qualities and attract them into our lives. Metaphysical rituals, such as lighting candles, chanting, or performing symbolic actions, further enhance this process. Rituals create sacred space and signal to the universe our commitment to change. They act as a powerful reinforcement of intention, helping to reprogram the subconscious mind and clear obstacles that may stand in the way of transformation. Lastly, synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem to happen just at the right moment, serve as signs from the universe. Rather than being mere random occurrences, these events offer guidance, nudging us along the path of personal growth. By paying attention to synchronicities and trusting their messages, we can find alignment and flow in our lives, knowing that we are on the right path. These metaphysical tools, whether viewed through a spiritual or psychological lens, provide powerful methods for transformation. They empower individuals to reshape their reality, tap into their inner wisdom, and align with the energies that guide their journey. Chapter 15. How to shape your reality. Using metaphysical principles, shaping your reality through metaphysical. Principles requires more than just understanding abstract concepts. It involves aligning your thoughts, actions, and energy with the deeper forces that govern the universe. By embracing metaphysical tools and philosophies, we can begin to consciously craft the lives we desire. Here are some practical steps to help you align with higher consciousness and manifest positive change in your life. Cultivate awareness and mindfulness. The first step to shaping your reality is increasing your awareness. This involves observing your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. When you become more mindful of your mental patterns, you can identify limiting beliefs or negative thought cycles that may be holding you back. Start each day with a moment of reflection, whether through meditation, journaling, or simple self-inquiry, and ask yourself what you truly want to create. This practice helps align your energy with your intentions and opens the door to transformation. Embrace the art of surrender. In the metaphysical world, we often hear the phrase, "let go and let the universe." This speaks to the principle of surrender, trusting that the universe will bring the right experiences into your life at the perfect time. Surrendering is not about giving up, but rather releasing the need to control every detail of how your desires manifest. By surrendering to the flow of life, you allow space for miracles and unexpected opportunities to unfold. Trust that the universe, or whatever higher force you believe in, knows what is best for you and will guide you to your highest potential. 3. Visualize and affirm your desired reality. Once you've cultivated awareness and trust, visualization becomes a powerful tool for shaping your reality. Spend time daily imagining yourself living your desired life, whether it's manifesting abundance, health, or relationships. Visualize these goals with vivid detail, feeling the emotions associated with them as though they have already come true. Pair this with affirmations, positive statements that reinforce your belief in your ability to manifest your dreams. By regularly affirming your worth and power, you align your subconscious mind with your conscious desires. 4. Take inspired action. While metaphysical principles emphasize the power of thought and intention, action is still an essential part of the manifestation process. Inspired action is different from forced effort. It's when you feel intuitively guided to take steps toward your goal. Trust your inner guidance system, and when an opportunity arises that feels aligned with your desires, take it. Whether it's sending an email, having a conversation, or trying something new, taking action moves you closer to your manifestations. 5. Maintain ethical integrity. As you begin using metaphysical principles to shape your reality, it's essential to consider the ethical implications of your actions. Metaphysics teaches us that everything is connected, and the energy we send out into the world will eventually come back to us. Practicing integrity and kindness, while aligning with your desires, ensures that your manifestations benefit not just you, but others around you as well. Be mindful of how your actions affect the collective energy and avoid manipulating or coercing situations for personal gain. When you work with the universe, your actions should be guided by a sense of love, respect, and mutual benefit. By integrating these metaphysical principles into your daily life, you can begin to shape your reality in profound ways. Trust, surrender, and align yourself with higher consciousness, and you'll find that the universe begins to conspire in your favor, guiding you toward your greatest potential. Mystic Truths: How Metaphysics Shapes Our World. Written by Grayson Ward. Audiobook by ReadRealm. Introduction. Have you ever wondered if reality is more than what meets the eye? That perhaps, beneath the surface of our daily experiences, there exist unseen forces shaping our thoughts, actions, and even the universe itself? Metaphysics is the study of these hidden truths, the fundamental nature of reality, existence, and consciousness. It challenges us to look beyond the material world and explore the deeper mysteries that influence everything, from personal beliefs to scientific discoveries. At its core, metaphysics asks the big questions. What is real? Is there a higher intelligence governing the universe? Do our thoughts shape reality? These are not just abstract philosophical inquiries. They have real-world implications that shape the way we live, think, and perceive our surroundings. For centuries, great thinkers, from ancient philosophers like Plato and Aristotle to modern scientists and spiritual leaders, have grappled with metaphysical concepts. Today, advancements in quantum physics, psychology, and neuroscience suggest that metaphysics is not just a speculative exercise, but a framework for understanding the world in ways we are only beginning to grasp. But why does metaphysics matter? Because it is woven into every aspect of life. It influences how we perceive reality, how we define ourselves, and how we make sense of existence. Science explores the physical laws of the universe, yet metaphysics dares to ask what lies beyond them. Spirituality seeks connection with a greater force, and metaphysics provides the language to describe those experiences. Even psychology, which examines human thought and behavior, cannot escape metaphysical questions about consciousness and the nature of the self. Consider the idea of consciousness itself. Scientists have long struggled to explain how self-awareness arises from physical matter. Is the mind just a product of the brain, or does it exist independently in some way? Could consciousness be fundamental to the universe, as some physicists and philosophers suggest? These questions touch on some of the most profound mysteries of existence, yet they also have practical implications. If our thoughts and perceptions shape reality in ways we don't fully understand, what does that mean for the way we live our lives? Metaphysics also plays a role in our understanding of time and space. Many ancient traditions teach that time is an illusion and that all moments exist simultaneously in a higher dimension. Modern physics, particularly Einstein's theory of relativity and quantum mechanics, hints at similar ideas. If time is not as linear as it seems, how does that impact our choices, our sense of destiny, and our personal growth? Beyond philosophy and science, metaphysics also influences how we experience personal transformation. The idea that our beliefs and emotions shape our reality is a cornerstone of many spiritual traditions, and modern psychology has begun to validate this. Concepts like the placebo effect, the power of intention, and the law of attraction suggest that the mind has an incredible ability to influence the world around us. Whether through meditation, energy healing, or deep introspection, people throughout history have tapped into metaphysical principles to unlock new levels of awareness and personal growth. This book is an invitation to explore how metaphysical concepts shape our lives, society, and the universe itself. We will journey through ideas that challenge our conventional understanding, delving into consciousness, time, energy, destiny, and the unseen forces that govern reality. Along the way, we'll examine how metaphysics intersects with science, religion, and personal transformation. revealing the profound ways in which these ideas impact our everyday experiences. Whether you are a seeker of wisdom, a curious skeptic, or someone simply fascinated by the mysteries of existence, mystic truths, how metaphysics shapes our world will open new doors of perception. The more we explore these questions, the more we realize that reality is far more mysterious and magical than we ever imagined. Part 1. The Foundations of Metaphysics. Chapter 1. What is reality? What is reality? It seems like a simple question, until you try to answer it. Is reality only what we can see, touch, and measure? Or is there a deeper, unseen layer beneath the physical world? For thousands of years, philosophers, scientists, and spiritual seekers have debated this very question, leading to two primary perspectives: materialism and idealism. Materialism argues that reality is purely physical. Everything that exists, matter, energy, and even consciousness, is a product of physical interactions. From this viewpoint, thoughts and emotions are just chemical reactions in the brain, and the universe operates independently of human perception. This perspective has dominated modern science, shaping disciplines like physics, biology, and neuroscience. On the other hand, idealism suggests that reality is shaped by consciousness. Some philosophers argue that the material world is a projection of the mind, and that what we perceive as real is deeply tied to our awareness. In this view, thoughts and consciousness are fundamental, and matter is secondary. Many spiritual traditions, including Hinduism and Buddhism, align with this idea, teaching that the physical world is an illusion, Maya, and that ultimate reality lies in the mind or spirit. Ancient thinkers like Plato and Aristotle laid the groundwork for these debates. Plato's theory of forms proposed that everything in the material world is merely a shadow of a higher, perfect reality. Aristotle, on the other hand, believed in a more structured universe where both form and substance played a role in shaping reality. Meanwhile, Eastern philosophies like Advaita Vedanta and Taoism explored the nature of existence through consciousness, balance, and interconnectedness. Today, science is beginning to challenge the old materialist model. Quantum mechanics has revealed that particles behave differently depending on whether they are observed, suggesting that consciousness might influence reality. Similarly, consciousness studies in neuroscience and psychology question whether the mind is just a byproduct of the brain or something more. Could consciousness be fundamental to the universe itself? As we explore the nature of reality, we find that neither materialism nor idealism holds all the answers. Instead, metaphysics invites us to look beyond rigid definitions and embrace the mystery of existence. Perhaps reality is not one or the other, but something far more complex and interconnected than we have ever imagined. Chapter 2. The nature. Of being at the heart of metaphysical inquiry lies the question of being. What does it mean to exist? What is the nature of existence itself? This brings us to ontology, the branch of metaphysics dedicated to the study of being. Ontology explores the fundamental nature of reality and asks questions like, what entities exist? What is their essence and how do they relate to one another? These questions have puzzled thinkers for centuries, leading to different schools of thought that attempt to explain the nature of existence. One of the key debates in ontological philosophy centers around the mind-body problem, the question of how our conscious minds relate to our physical bodies. This has led to two primary schools of thought, dualism and monism. Dualism, famously, proposed by René Descartes, argues that the mind and body are distinct substances. According to this view, the mind, or soul, is non-material, while the body is made up of physical matter. Dualists believe that consciousness exists independently of the brain, which raises the question of how these two distinct substances interact. How can a non-material mind influence a physical body? This problem of interaction has puzzled philosophers for centuries and remains a central issue in discussions of consciousness. In contrast, monism suggests that there is only one fundamental substance or reality. According to monism, the mind and body are not separate entities but rather two aspects of the same thing. Some monists argue that everything is ultimately physical, meaning consciousness arises from the brain's activity. Others take a more idealistic view, suggesting that everything, including the physical world, is ultimately mental or conscious in nature. Monism offers a more unified perspective on existence, but it still leaves unanswered questions about the nature of consciousness. In recent years, a fascinating theory called panpsychism has gained traction as a potential solution to the mind-body problem. Panpsychism suggests that consciousness is not limited to humans or animals, but is a fundamental aspect of all matter. According to this view, even the smallest particles in the universe, such as atoms, possess some form of consciousness. While this may seem far-fetched, proponents of panpsychism argue that it offers a more coherent explanation for how consciousness can arise in a physical universe. If consciousness is inherent in all things, then the mind-body problem might be reframed as a question of how different forms of consciousness interact, rather than how a non-material mind interacts with a material body. These debates, dualism versus monism, and the possibility of panpsychism, challenge our understanding of what it means to be. Are we merely physical bodies governed by natural laws, or is there more to our existence, something beyond the material? As metaphysics continues to explore these ideas, we realize that the nature of being is far more complex than we could have ever imagined. Ultimately, the study of ontology invites us to reconsider our assumptions about the world. It asks us to question not only what exists, but how and why it exists, and whether there is more to our own consciousness than we are aware of. The nature of being is a profound mystery, one that stretches across philosophy, science, and even spirituality. The answers, as elusive as they may be, offer us a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe around us. Chapter 3. Time, Space, and Perception. Time and space, two of the most fundamental aspects of our reality, are often taken for granted in our everyday lives. We experience time as a linear flow from past to present to future, and we perceive space as a vast, seemingly unchanging backdrop against which everything occurs. But what if these concepts are not as simple as they appear? What if time and space are more fluid, more interconnected with our consciousness than we realize? One of the most intriguing ideas in metaphysics is the illusion of time. We tend to think of time as a continuous, unstoppable march, one moment following another, always moving forward. This perception is deeply ingrained in our experience of the world, yet philosophers and physicists have long suggested that time may not be as linear as it seems. In his theory of relativity, Albert Einstein introduced the idea that time is not a constant. Instead, it can be affected by gravity and velocity, bending and stretching depending on the conditions. In a sense, time becomes malleable. Furthermore, quantum mechanics suggests that on a subatomic level, the distinction between past, present, and future may blur entirely. Some theories propose that all events, past, present, and future, exist simultaneously as part of a unified continuum. This view suggests that time is not a strict, linear progression, but a broader, more complex framework that our human perception limits. Could it be that our experience of time is merely an illusion, shaped by the limitations of our minds? Space, too, is a fascinating construct. We see space as an empty void that separates objects from one another. But metaphysical thinkers have long questioned this view. In ancient philosophy, figures like Plato and Aristotle considered space not as a passive container, but as an active element of reality itself. Today, physicists have shown that space is not just a background for objects to exist in, it is dynamic and shaped by the matter and energy that inhabit it. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, massive objects like planets and stars actually curve the space around them. This means that space itself is not a fixed, empty stage, but a malleable field that interacts with the very things within it. Our perception of space, then, may be far more limited than we think, shaped by our human senses and the scale at which we experience it. But perhaps the most profound question of all is the role of human consciousness in shaping our experience of time and space. Can our minds influence how we perceive reality? Is our awareness itself a filter that organizes the raw data of the universe into something we can understand? The study of consciousness suggests that it might. Our brains constantly interpret sensory information, constructing our experience of time and space based on patterns, memories, and expectations. This means that what we perceive as reality is in part a product of our minds, a constructed experience that may not fully reflect the underlying nature of the universe. Thank you for listening to this audiobook. If you enjoyed this book, please consider sharing it and subscribing to this channel to access more engaging audiobooks.